it, hey?
That's it. Finally.
That's it. Seems bright in here.
It's really
No.
bright in here.
I wasn't sitting down in the spot.
No, it's good.
It's bright.
I like it. I like it.
All right. We just want to thank our sponsor, Red Bull.
Yeah.
First, second, third sponsor.
Yeah, this is great.
Look at that.
Everything's going really well.
We're rich. Fuck it, we're rich. All right. Let's get a Would You Rather going.
Okay, let's get the first Would You Rather.
The first? Is there a second? You got a second one in the
no,
pocket? No, I
No,
don't.
I don't.
Okay.
I said first.
Would you rather lose electricity or clothing?
Oh, in Edmonton.
Well, you'd be able to leave. It's not, and you have to stay in Edmonton. It's you can do anything you want with that.
Oh, okay.
You got to figure out your life from there. You probably wouldn't want to stay in Edmonton because you'd die if you
I'd
pick.
probably say clothes.
You lose clothes.
Yeah.
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 Think about your life.
Electricity.
Yeah, I think for
I don't
me,
know if I could do anything with.
I think you immediately think, oh no, electricity. That'd be tough. But I think no clothes would be way tougher.
It would be for the first little while, but then definitely, I definitely think if I went a week without clothes, but I had electricity.
It's not you. You have to live your life. Everyone else around you.
Oh, everybody's naked.
No, you're naked.
Just me.
But people have to deal with that.
Oh,
How do
yeah,
you
that's
circumnavigate your life while naked? How do other people deal with you while naked? What do you do? What's your life look like from there?
That's a good point.
I mean, either way, both your lives are going to drastically change.
Yeah.
But how do you survive with no clothes? What do you do? What's the plan?
Oh man.
Your job's gone.
I guess I'm fucked.
Your job's but you could still do your job with no electricity. You could.
Yeah, but I could just start a new thing. Like I could be the guy that doesn't wear clothes on the internet.
Yeah, you could.
And that probably could be a thing. The guy that can't wear clothes.
Yeah.
I'd have my own Instagram channel.
Yeah.
I'd have my own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'm the guy
Both?
who doesn't wear clothes.
I guess both situations you could make something of the guy who can't X.
No, but if you're the guy that doesn't have electricity, that means you don't have.
But watch this magic trick. Hey, you try this light bulb. And someone's like, okay, turns on. Watch me now. No,
Yeah,
you
it's a
try.
trick.
Watch me now. See, you both have
That's
tricks.
true. But then you can't use any electronic.
Yeah.
So you go home and then you read.
Yeah, that sounds okay to me.
Sounds
That's
awful.
what humans did for 99,900 years.
Yeah, look where they're all dead now. Look
Yeah.
where that got them.
Well, most people with
Fuck
electricity have died as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'd honestly probably.
I think it'd be quite nice at some point.
It would be nice. That's what I'm saying. It'd be nice for a little while.
I don't think no clothing would be nice. I think that'd be always kind of annoying, but you'd get used to, so I think no electricity would be harder at first than easier. Cuz then now that's what your life is. It's just like the same as it was.
See, I disagree.
Now,
I think at first no electricity would be fine. Like you'd be like, "Oh, it's kind of nice." But then how do I navigate through this world with no power?
It depends.
I can't do anything.
It depends.
No podcasting.
Yeah, well, you could get a bike around.
Yeah, but
Bicycle around,
But
tent
do what?
around,
Do
travel
what?
around.
What do you do for work?
You just travel around.
How do you afford to travel around?
Panhandle. Yeah, you're the guy with no electricity.
That sounds way worse.
You wear a sign that says,
worse.
"I don't have any electricity.
Nah.
Please give me money."
I'll be the naked guy.
The naked guy, hey?
I think I'd go with the naked guy. You think you can bug it out, just not.
Yeah, because you could write,
electricity?
you could travel, you could entertain yourself.
Okay, you write on a piece of paper, and then what do you do with it?
So other people have electricity.
So you give it to somebody else to finish it for you.
Yeah, there you go.
But then you gotta pay them. So how do you pay them?
With money.
What money? How are you gonna get money?
No, it would be of such merit, the writing, that they would pay for it themselves.
That's not true.
You could mail it. Oh, because it'd be easy. You go bike to a publisher, hand it to them, or mail it. Mailing's on electric.
This doesn't sound true.
You mail it to a publisher, and they publish it.
I think we should make a poll on this. I definitely think I win.
I think. Well, my lifestyle. I think obviously, my lifestyle right now doesn't include, but I could see it. I could see it. I know we're on a podcast. I could survive no electricity. That makes sense. But
no, definitely not. I definitely think the no electricity thing would be nice for a little while, but then eventually We live in an era where technology is just, that's what it is. Like, you wouldn't be able to survive. I could survive no clothes.
Yeah, it's not about survival. It's about what would you enjoy.
I would definitely enjoy.
I don't think you can't really go out in public naked.
No, but I could watch NBA.
Well, how are you going to work? You asked me
clothes?
that. How are you going to make money? You asked me that. How are you going to make money? Yeah.
Be than the fucking naked guy on the internet.
Yeah, but how long is that going to last? There's a lot of naked.
Forever.
I don't know if you noticed. There's a lot of naked people on the internet.
Yeah, but imagine a guy who literally can't put clothes on.
Yeah.
There's only one of me.
Yeah.
And
What
I'm
would
that
happen?
guy.
It would be cool to show on the internet what would happen when you put clothes on and then they just disappear.
Yeah.
Now, do you think they?
I'd be that guy.
Do you think they disappear, disintegrate, or you just can't do it? Like you're just not allowed to.
You probably just die. That's what will make it. If you try to put clothes on, you die.
What about
Try to
electricity?
use electricity, you die.
Yeah, but the only hard part is that is like the rules. The rules are you got to give me some outline rules because with electricity it's everywhere in the world. So it's like
so
at what level can I use electricity as it by proxy? You know?
That's true.
Like cuz
Yeah,
if someone prints my book, it's not me, but I'm going to benefit from the use of electricity.
Well, no, but
if I'm dying and somebody saved
saying.
my life using like electricity, like say like a heart,
You can't use that.
no, but I'm not using it.
But you are using it. Your body's using it.
No, but I'm not using it. It has to be. I think it has to be a conscious decision
Uh,
to use. Yeah, it has to be a conscious decision of your own.
Well,
Can't be someone else's. Someone else can do it.
So then you're changing it. So then basically you're just asking me to live my life now, except just be able to panhandle for some power. Or
Panhandle
not wear
for some
clothes.
power. It's a good
Or
short
just not-
story or poem name. Panhandle for some power.
Or just not wear clothes.
I'm gonna write that down. Panhandle for some power. All right, that's the episode title. Panhandle for some power. Yo, you got any power, bro? I could really use some power.
Do that.
But that's panhandle for power. That's a conscious decision and effort to get power and electricity. So you can't do that. You can't make it a conscious effort to get power. You can get power by happenstance. You're trying to get something else.
Okay,
and
so
someone else
you
does
write
power.
a book. How are you going to get somebody to publish a book?
Well, they can publish it any way they want.
Yeah, but come on. Come on, you do.
Well,
want that.
there are.
You do want
there
that.
are analog.
I think you
printing
want that.
presses. There are analog printing presses. They created a printing press before they created electricity. 1700s. That's what revolutionized the Western world. What are you doing? You panicking?
No. I'm just looking.
Sometimes you make me anxious every time you look.
I'm not trying to make
You ruin the conversation every time you look.
I know.
Because I'm like in my head, I'm like, what's going on? What's happening?
Just making sure. It's hard. It's hard being this guy, having to do the audio.
I know it's all hard being the video guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd probably rather be the audio guy.
Really?
All right. Well,
Would you rather be the audio guy or the video guy? Yeah. No. Are you thinking? I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Audio guy.
I was having a hard time thinking that maybe you're having an aneurysm.
No. Audio guy.
What's happening?
I go
Audio
with
guy.
Audio guy. Yeah.
I like video guy, but that's
you're
why that's where we are.
Yeah. That's why we're doing this together.
You listen to any audiobooks ever?
Yeah. I have. I don't like.
What kind of audiobooks?
What was the last one? I did Tim Ferriss's audiobook.
Okay, which one? The 7-Hour Work Week?
Nope. The
7-Hour
newer one he
Cookbook?
did. No, the newer one he did.
The Minds of
Titans
Master?
one.
Titans of Titans of
yeah.
Mind? Minds of Titans?
Lessons of Titans or some
Lessons
shit
something.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that one.
I liked Tim Ferriss' blog, but I never read
over him a little bit.
I listened to his podcast like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, long
I got
time
into
ago.
it. Yeah.
I'm not into it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, it used to be.
I listened to 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Stephen Covey.
That's an old one.
Yeah, like 90s,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Have you listened to it?
I have the book.
You have the book?
The printed kind.
Yeah. Never heard of those.
Yeah, the printed one. It's because you don't have power.
Yeah. Just audiobooks. Do you like it? Did you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
I
one.
liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I listened to it in December, January.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember it?
Not really.
Do you know the 7 laws? Or 7 laws, 7 habits?
Probably, if I sat here and think, I could think of them, but it's been a while. It's an older book. I read it back when I was, I think, first at Good Life. It was one of the books that got me to read when I was managing.
They wanted you to read it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
that's interesting.
yeah.
Why did they?
That one?
What
and
other ones?
also,
The guy's book who made.
No,
Good Life?
it was just like my.
Because I have the guy's book
guy
because they give it
trained
to you
me
when
one.
you sign up.
Oh.
They give
Oh,
you
you
the
have that
guy's
guy's book?
yeah,
Did
yeah.
you read it?
Why would I read his book?
Nobody reads.
No.
Nobody reads that shit.
So what other book did he make you read? That?
How to talk and influence people.
Oh, yeah. How to win friends and influence people.
Win friends,
yeah, that's good.
That's a good book.
It is good.
Yeah.
Dale Carnegie. Yeah. I've listened to that one as well. It's short. It's like
really short.
It's only like 100 pages or something.
But audiobooks, it's weird because I really like podcasts.
Yeah.
But audiobooks I'm not super into.
Really? Because I
find it's like there's no personality, so I can't get into it.
I used to listen to a lot of podcasts while working out.
Yeah.
And then in December, I listened to, I can't remember. I think I listened to David Goggins podcast.
David Goggins.
I think I listened to his podcast. Oh, not podcast, audiobook. But he kind of does it in a podcast format where they're discussing after each chapter. They discuss it, which is cool format that I haven't heard of. But it was the first time but you don't go to the gym anymore. You train only, right? Do you work out yourself?
Yeah.
How often do you work out by yourself?
I do something every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you listen to something then?
Podcasts.
Oh, okay.
Unless if I'm gonna listen to something in my on my phone on my headphones or something. Other than that, we play music in the gym.
Yeah. The thing about podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of nothing talk.
But I like it.
Nothing is getting done. So you're not really it's not efficient.
Yeah.
It's not efficient. It's enjoyable.
Yeah,
it's enjoyable.
But
it's not efficient.
I'm listening to the Book of Basketball 2.0. Bill Simmons.
And right now you guys are listening to Arrogantly in the Middle.
That's true.
While working out. Yeah. Meta.
Yeah, but that's why I can work out and I can listen to something.
Yeah.
I don't.
But I feel so much more in control because I'll jump around. So I'll listen to podcasts. I'll listen to music.
Right.
And I'll jump around, right? But I feel so much more in control and better about my life if I'm listening to like a book.
Really?
An audiobook. I can't listen to fiction, but I can only read fiction. I can't listen to fiction.
Oh, that's fair.
But I really like audiobooks. That has been a big difference.
Yeah. What's the one you're listening to right now?
I'm listening to Atomic Habits. I can't remember who's by. Really good.
I haven't heard of that one.
No?
No.
I'll tell you who's by. Shout out this guy. I don't know who he is.
Shout out this guy.
Yeah, shout out this guy. James Clear. But wait, before we get to that, because I actually want to talk about the book.
Okay.
Can you remember the 7 Habits?
No, off the top of my head.
No?
I'm sure once you start going through the list, I'll remember.
Yeah. I think I can remember them.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have them down in case not.
Okay.
We'll see. But I think the first one is be proactive.
Okay.
And he means proactive in a different way, like meet issues head on.
Right.
Start with the end in mind.
Oh, yeah.
So figure out what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like what do you want to be in life?
Have a goal.
Figure out, and then the third one is, what's the first thing you need to do to accomplish that? Don't start with you have a goal, but then now don't worry about the goal. Now break it into steps, and what's the first thing?
Yeah.
And he has
makes sense.
Yeah, it's and honestly a lot of it's it all makes sense, but he really makes a cohesive idea.
Yeah.
But he breaks it into 3 parts. The first one is, so when you start off in life, you're codependent. And some people never get out of that. They depend on somebody else to give them love, validation, whatever. Yeah. Children are like that. Babies.
Right.
Obviously, babies are codependent. But then these first 3 are independence. So you need to learn how to be independent. Right? And then I think the next 3 are interdependent. So you realize that 2 people are stronger than 1.
Right.
So working in a team is actually much more effective than working by yourself. But to be codependent or to be interdependent,
right,
you need to first be independent. It's a step-by-step process. So almost all self-help books or audiobooks, generally they talk about just the independent side. They don't talk about the interdependent. So I think the next 3 are fuck.
Well, you got to
damn. I know, but I think I got it.
Oh, okay.
Win-win is one.
Win-win, okay.
Win-win. So it's in any situation, you should think of an abundance mentality. Right. I'll give you something and you'll give me something. You shouldn't think of I'll beat this person. I'll beat this person, or if only way for me to win is for them to lose, right? You should think of it'll benefit both of us.
Right.
If I help you,
right,
it's gonna help me.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Relationships are win-wins.
Yeah.
Some people they hate people so much they'll go, I'm gonna lose just to make that fucker lose. Right? But people do that.
No, that's a thing.
People do that. They'll like, for example, they'll rat on themselves.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Just because they want to see the other person get in trouble too. Right? They'll sink their own ship.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's actually an analogy.
Yeah.
You're putting holes in your ship. You're both going to sink, but you're happy the other person sinks.
Yeah.
But that's a bad mentality to have, obviously.
No, win-win. That's a good one.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Seek first to understand, then be understood. So in any argument, a lot of times, most arguments, if you notice, it's actually we're just not communicating. Yeah. We're actually a lot of times agreeing, and even in ours argument, a lot of times we mostly agree.
Oh yeah.
But we have a communication issue.
Right.
That we're just we want to argue. We're not trying to understand. We're just trying to be understood.
Yeah.
So the first thing you should do is make sure you understand someone's position, and make sure they know you understand. Right. So a very easy thing to do is I'm just going to repeat back what your position is, and you tell me if it's right.
Yep.
I don't want you to think I am straw manning you in this argument. I want to attack the actual argument.
Yep, and that's actually
right. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the situation's going to be diffused, and then you're going to feel like you can kind of get to a I've seen it so many times in our boardroom where we're just arguing, but we're really just saying the same thing. Yeah. We're arguing about like little tiny things that actually don't matter. Yeah. I'm not going to remember the last one.
Oh, what is it?
Synergize. I don't remember what that one is. I think synergize is understanding the same thing. It's interdependence. You understand that two people are better than one. Right. That when you synergize your talents, you're stronger than one person. Yeah. And then there's the seventh law is just Kaizen, which is horrible. I hate it because we did it at Cactus Club, and I hate that job. It's the worst job.
Why?
Oh man, they tricked.
Shout out Cactus Club.
Yeah, shout out Cactus Club. They tricked me into a job. They're like, oh yeah, you serve for like 2 weeks. Or if you
I remember bar back,
if you're just like a bar back for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then
you can serve.
Then you can serve. That's right.
And then I did it for like 6 months, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Yeah. This is the worst. So I have like PTSD when I go there because I had just moved out too. It's 2013. I had just moved out, so now I need a job. I can't just quit. I need to pay my rent.
I remember that being a thing.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Probably the most depressing I've ever been. But then because I was depressed, and hated my life, I got a job at Socialite, which is nice.
Right
6 years later, yeah. No, during, because I was like, I just was looking for a job anywhere.
Oh, I see.
It's like one of those things where you're like, you're not lucky. You make your own luck. You start searching for your luck. Yeah. People aren't lucky. Yeah.
No, that's.
I like the 7 Habits. Good though. It's stuck with me.
Oh, now that you said it, no, a lot of those are really good, and like you said, it's
effective for so many different things.
Yeah, like just being able to communicate with people.
Yeah, which I started doing a lot more, and then like when you're actually trying to understand someone, it's like, okay, you should stop and try and figure out what are they saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you misinterpreting what they're saying, and are they misinterpreting what you're saying? Yeah. And a lot of people in arguments, they're just trying to be understood. Right. So it's like a one-way street. You're just trying to keep telling your idea, but you're not trying to understand them. Yeah. So you're both doing the same thing.
They're not listening to you.
No.
They're just trying to get.
And nobody's gonna want to listen to you if they don't feel like you're listening to them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Really good for relationships too. Yeah. Very good for relationships. Yeah. Like the whole second half is good for relationships. Yeah. But Goggins though. So I actually want to ask you about this. What do you think this is? So because I got into running, Wilson Goggins.
Okay.
So he is in his thing because it's Iron Man, right? So he's if you don't know, it's Iron Man. He talks about his life, and he was a Marine, and he got really fat, and then to get into the Marines, he had to lose a ton of weight in 6 months. 180 pounds in 6 months.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah. He's been on a lot. He does a lot of speaking stuff, but and then he lost the weight in 6 months, and then he also had to study for his test. So all he did for 6 months was exercise and study. And before this, he was pretty much a super lazy guy, but he just had a click in his head where he just had to work. Right. And then he realized the power of his hustle. Right. Right. And then he kind of just the whole thing is just stories of the things he went through and the things he achieved.
Right.
While like the first 28 years of his life, he was lazy.
Yeah.
Right. But so I didn't run at all, until January for 3 years, because my left knee really hurt.
Was bugging you?
So every time I run, this pain would happen right here, right? And I went to physio, all this stuff, and it just would never go away. Right. But made it went away as I listened to Goggins, and he was talking about ultra marathon runners, and he was like, yeah, some of them just have horrible issues, and then they just run. But anyway, they just don't care, right? And in my mind, it was such I liked it. I like the idea of, well, just suck it up. Everything hurts when you run. Like your lungs hurt, your legs hurt, you're sore. Yeah. Like it's just another thing it's gonna hurt. So like, why, just run?
Yeah.
I mean, some of that could be bad, but some of it's like just ignore it. Just if it's not debilitating or it's not hurting you,
right?
Because it would go away like within 24 hours when it hurt.
Right.
But I would start running and like I'd run for like, I don't know, 12 minutes, and it would hurt almost exactly 12 to 15. Yeah. And it would start hurting, and I just stopped every time. And it was so frustrating. And then I listened to that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start running. It's just gonna be something to deal with, and it's almost gonna be like I'm gonna say I'm excited for the pain. It hurts, and this is good. I'm excited. It's another thing to get through, and I'm gonna like harden my mind.
Right.
And that mentality, within 3 runs, no pain. It was gone. 5 years of pain, gone in 3 runs. Just because I decided I don't care about the pain anymore.
Right.
And I thought that was super interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean,
power of
mind.
Power of mind.
I'd be curious if you actually went and got like an MRI done on your knee to see what's going on.
It's falling apart. Yeah. That thing is busted.
Because I mean, you know.
But it's almost like because I was so anxious about the pain.
Yeah.
Like I expected it so much and I stressed about it so much when I started running.
Yeah.
Then it could be like I made it happen every time.
Yeah, like I really do believe in the power of the mind and stuff like that. I'm always very not skeptical. This is the wrong word about, because I really like him.
Yeah.
But I do find it interesting with people who get really successful, and then they start preaching about how to get really successful.
Right.
And they're like, I just did this for like 6 months. I worked out and I read, and I worked out and I read, and I'm like, I mean, it probably wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Like actually.
Yeah.
It's easy to talk that way when you're already successful. To be like, This is all I did. This is all I did.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, no,
just to be like, I get joint pain. You just fucking run through it. You just run through it.
Yeah.
And it's just, well.
Yeah, but I think so. What I took away from it is not just like, oh, you just run more, but it's a lot about self-talk.
Right.
It's about the stories you tell yourself.
Right.
And I think a lot of people, because what I got from it was, so your body or your mind wants to shut down much sooner than your body.
Yeah.
Because you start telling yourself, I want to quit. I want to quit. I want to quit.
Yeah.
And as long as you just start telling yourself different stories, your body will do it all.
Right.
Your body will handle it as long as your mind lets it.
Right.
And I told myself a lot of that stuff. And I think that's true. And I think if you tell your body a certain story, it's going to react that way.
Yeah, but then you can reverse it. And then, you know, like pro athletes have a problem with not knowing when to slow down. Because their mind.
What do you mean?
Well, their mentality is just to go.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Fuck my concussion. I mean, just I can go. I can get through this. And then, you know.
Yeah. Well, there are real health things as well.
Right.
Yeah. It's a balance of both. It's not magic.
Well, yeah, but it's just.
I could just fly off the cliff. I'll tell myself I can.
Like your joints are a good way to. Like I like to teach your joints are kind of when you're getting joint pain. There's probably something wrong.
Right.
Right. Muscle pain. Yeah. Joint pain. There's probably some kind of mechanical issue going on, or there's some kind of dysfunction going on that you're getting the joint pain.
Yeah. But what do you think? What do you think happened there?
Well, no, I probably agree that maybe your mind was making it a bigger deal than it is.
Yeah. But is it? I know it's you can just run things off.
Right.
Like you can run them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it? Can you? I don't know. I
said
it quite like say you have like your ankles are sore or something like that, and you run for a bit and it just goes away.
I mean, there is like a lubing up process of your joints.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
That's a thing. Running, I wouldn't.
It's kind of like how
run it off.
It's kind of like how you can stretch stuff out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know if running is the right way to try to lube up your joints and stuff like that.
Well, there is like a warming up, or
there is a thing when you first start running.
Because, for example, you can strengthen muscles which actually improve the joints. Right?
Yeah, around the joints.
Yeah. So that's what I mean.
But yeah, I would agree when you first start running, you know, and as the older we get, our joints start degrading and stuff like that. Yeah, your first little while of running is probably everything's stiff.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a little painful when you start going, and then the more you go, you're probably lubed up and you're probably fine. That's a thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd be skeptical. Like if you're getting knee pain,
Then just run it off.
Just fucking run it off.
That's a
Or
quote.
Come see me.
That's a quote.
We'll talk about it.
Your professional career is on the line. Just run it off.
Yeah.
Run it off. I'm a marketer. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it worked for me.
No, if it worked for you, then it might have just been you telling yourself you wanted to quit before you had to quit.
Well, no. It wasn't even the quitting. It was that the physical.
Was it?
I mean, to me, it was like I'm starting to limp while running. And that went away within 3 runs. Like, while running, I have to limp, and it's like really... But it's like how... I mean, so it's a weird question. How painful was it? Pain is kind of weird. Pain is as painful as you tell yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
In a lot of ways.
That's a good point.
Like, when I think of, like, the hand burn that I just had.
Yeah.
Super painful, but you're able to figure it out. When you get tattoos, you're able to figure it out. It's as painful as you want it to be. And I think that pain is interesting because I think pain really comes into the stories you tell yourself.
I think my audio was fucked up for a little while.
Really?
I just had to click this button and now it's like fine.
What do you mean fucked up?
It sounded weird. But it's good. I think it's gonna be fine. We're only 25 minutes in. Yeah.
What happened? What did you click?
This like decibel thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Interesting.
I can hear myself better now though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, mine was fucked up for being too.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Yeah, we're only 25 minutes in.
Yeah. What do you think for? So we like to stop around an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Do you think we should just
keep going?
Go until we are done, or do you think we should?
I think so.
Yeah. Like, do you think longer episodes scare people away?
Probably because.
Like, because it's weird because it shouldn't, like, theoretically it shouldn't scare people away because like an hour and a podcasts should be as long as you feel like listening to them.
Sure, but then it's
like, but if you
trick
see
is being interesting for that long. Right?
Yeah, but it shouldn't matter. Like, if they listen to an hour and a half, right? Say an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then you continued on for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, then if you only recorded an hour and a half, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, but have you listened to podcasts that are like? I've listened to Joe Rogan podcasts where I'm
I've listened to 3-hour podcasts.
No, I have. I've listened to a 5-hour one.
Yeah. I've listened to a lot, but not anymore.
But I've definitely
I actually have slowed down on that though.
But I've definitely
I don't really anymore.
I've listened to ones that are 3 hours because they're interesting, and I've listened to ones for 50 minutes and like, man, I'm over it.
Yeah.
So.
Do you listen to them on single speed?
Yeah.
Really?
So. You speed it up?
I don't. I watch every video sped up.
Really? Oh, interesting.
I never watched normal speed because now it's like now.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I've never heard that term until now.
Yeah. If you hit shift arrow, automatically speeds everything up. You can go max twice.
How quick though? Like
twice.
Double?
You can go as max twice, but it speeds it up by 0.25 each time.
Oh, okay.
So like 1.25, 1.5, 1.75. I listen to everything higher speed.
Really? That's insane.
I get so much more done.
Wow.
I listen to so much more things than you.
Yeah.
Cramming it.
Wow.
Cramming
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I've listened to a 5-hour podcast before.
Yeah, that's 2.5 hours. Right there. Audiobooks, 1.25 I listen to one.
Really?
Yeah. You can just learn more. Learn more in short time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do the pitch go up though? Like their voices go up?
No, it shouldn't. It's not like a cartoon.
Oh.
I know what you mean, but but it's not like it's they just talk quicker.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad.
Bad quality ones. So if you do actually do it, so if you do it on your phone, the audio's worse. Right. And their pitch does go up. I don't like it.
It does go up.
But anything else, it just sounds like they're talking quicker. But same everything else.
Oh, interesting.
I could actually show you right now.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Jamie, don't put this on the feed because.
Well, anyone who listens to anything can just speed up this video if they want to tell.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right? See?
And you listen to it like that?
Yeah. See, you can still understand. Yeah, you can understand. Fine. See?
And you listen to all your podcasts like that? Interesting.
Yeah, I always have my hand on the shift arrows.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes you hit points where they're talking too quickly, and you got to slow it down.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Oh, funny.
I like efficiency. Efficiency is a big part of my life.
That's good.
In anything.
Should be. Being efficient. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna change your life. You're now gonna look at every video like.
Well, I'm never gonna look into that, but I don't know.
You're not gonna do it. You don't think you will?
I'll probably try it. I don't typically watch podcasts on YouTube. Like I usually listen to podcasts.
Oh yeah, they have them.
No, I know they have them.
Yeah,
but
everything can speed up.
That's fucking. I would have never have thought to do that.
No,
never. Speed him up.
You look weird stuffing that in your face.
You want to talk about Kanye's album? Come on.
I don't know if I know enough. Like, I don't know if I know enough to like really, really confidently.
Well, we can just talk about Kanye. I want to give Kanye a shout out.
Sure, shout out Kanye. Done. He's gained some weight. Hey, he's looking thick. He's looking like a thick boy.
Sure, he's got
thick
fat.
boy.
He's
Well,
been
we say thick boy around here. I don't want to body shame. Thick boy. He's a thick boy. I'm not saying he looks bad. I'm just saying he's thick.
So
he reminds me. You ever see that meme with Kim and Kanye, and it's like Kim and Kanye in 20 years, and they're just like chubby.
Oh yeah,
you've seen that? That's what he's starting to look like.
A little while. He's been chubby.
Yeah, because he said something about he went off his meds and gained weight or something, right?
Yeah,
or he went on meds. It was because he went on his meds and he gained weight. But so is he on his meds now? What's going on?
I think he's back on his meds, but he wasn't for a little while.
No.
Yeah. So Jesus,
is king.
Yeah. Jesus is Lord. I'm fucking.
Oh jeez. Yikes. I did. So I don't have a good ear.
Yeah.
For production,
right?
It's like audio. That's why I'm not the audio guy.
Yeah.
But from what I read, really poorly produced, really bad mixes.
I didn't think so.
Maybe you're just not a true audio guy.
But I've heard the opposite from some other people, so I don't.
They're stupid.
I listen to like Brilliant Idiots talked about it. Charlamagne God's big in the hip hop world. He said the opposite. He didn't like Kanye in it, but he thought it was a well produced album.
Yeah.
So
I know I knew because we were going to talk about it.
Yeah.
So I spent like 40 minutes reading stuff since I didn't really like the album. I didn't want to listen to it that much. I listened to it once, but you gotta listen to it a lot to really gain.
You do.
So I listened to it once and I didn't want to listen to it more. So I'm just like, I'll just read and then I'll parrot other people's ideas.
I loved it. I just appreciate that he's just like, I'm gonna make a fucking Christian hip hop album. That's gonna be the fucking highest streamed Spotify album of all time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just beat out Eminem's.
I didn't. Yeah.
Eminem had the.
I also read a lot of the subreddit hip hop heads. Yeah. They were trashing it pretty hard.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where I'm not saying like it's definitely not in my top 5.
What's your favorite song in there?
Use This Gospel. Which is interesting because I've heard his leaked album, and that was actually called Laws of Attraction, and it had different words in it.
Yeah. He's known for changing stuff last second. Hey.
Yeah. So he did that for that.
Yeah.
This album's not in my top 5 Kanye albums, but what I think is happening is that it's so polarizing that one side is gonna love it.
Yeah.
Because of what it is.
Sure.
Even if it's not as great as they're going to make it out. And the other side's going to hate it because it's Kanye and it's a Christian album and they're just going to hate it anyway. And there's somewhere in the middle.
Because he took the red pill and he's a conservative now.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So
he ain't about that culture.
So when I read what people, when they're trashing and stuff, I just tried to just listen to it and I enjoyed some of the songs. I did.
Some of them.
Yeah. There's some that I did, that.
Trash.
Weren't great.
Trash.
But like
Dumpster.
I really like.
Trash.
No. It's not trash. Kanye's life is just so interesting to me. He's just like, his life is a canvas, and he's just fucking doing whatever.
The thing is, so everybody said, so everyone for Kanye is like, okay, him as a person, a bit of a mess, a wreck, but he's still doing such good music,
right? That
you give him a pass,
right?
It's for me gone down, but I've never.
But you
admittedly,
loved Pablo, didn't you?
I love Pablo, but admittedly,
that is notoriously on the internet one of his worst albums on the internet.
I liked it.
Yeah, well, exactly, but that's all music is. If you like it, you like it. Like I like Kanye West. I liked Yeezus.
Yeah.
People didn't like Yeezus. I appreciate what I view him as is he's always trying something new.
Yeah.
All his albums, he's got these weird sounds in them.
Yeah.
And it's just I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, I know Pablo. I don't think I like Pablo the first time I listened to it. It took me a few times. I was running to that album.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it was, 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
And then I started getting really into it.
Yeah.
But admittedly, I've never been a big Kanye fan.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's songs I've listened to, but I've never really other than Pablo, I've never really gave it a good his
go down the rabbit hole and
his
listen to his old
discography. I've
albums.
never really jumped through. I tried after I liked Pablo. I started listening. I tried to listen to a lot of stuff, but honestly, a lot of his sounded dated to me.
Right.
Then maybe it is because it's a lot of his old stuff were great when it was out, but I don't know if
Well,
I don't know if it's
give it a try. I still listen to his old stuff, but I was a Kanye fan.
Yeah, so it's more nostalgic. So I don't
It
doesn't sound like it's part of the times now. It sounds dated to me.
But I just find him so fascinating as a person.
Yeah.
I find him so fascinating. People just hate him.
You ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers.
I just find him so fascinating. Did you see any latest interview with him?
I'm not saying I got the answers. What are you talking about?
He fucking hates white liberals right now.
Who doesn't?
It's true.
I'm a white liberal though.
Fucking white liberals. Shout out white liberals.
What liberal idea? Because you asked me that, but I never asked you that.
What?
Because you were, I think, on our second podcast, you were like, "What liberal thinks?" So I was like, I'm probably liberal on everything, except for free speech.
Which is a new not liberal thing.
Yes. So generally I was liberal on it, but they moved.
Yeah.
I didn't move.
I feel like I'm the same way.
Which is a big topic though now.
Yeah.
Which is a big topic. Which probably it's like one of those things like a Sam Harris, right? So free speech and religion. I mean, liberals, I don't know what the hell their idea of religion is. They certainly don't like Christians, but their religious ideas.
But you know why that's a thing, right?
What do you mean?
Because Christians are viewed as a white religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a minority. It's a minority preference, right?
Thing.
Yeah. Which is an inconsistent belief.
I agree with
over
you.
identity. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't give a free
about this before.
Yeah, you don't give a free pass to
you,
religions.
Yeah, I agree.
If they're just because they're not a white religion, which is strange.
Yeah,
but anyway, back to the question.
Yeah.
What liberal beliefs do you believe in?
Mostly like the social stuff. I'm big on I guess free speech was a big one.
Yeah.
That was a big one for me. Climate change.
Yeah.
I'm on the side of choice in abortion.
Yeah.
I mean, what's another one? I get confused sometimes when you think about that, because to be liberal now doesn't mean you have to be into intersectionality or whatever they call that shit now. I'm not really into that. I'm not really into identity politics and stuff like that. Do you have to be that to be liberal anymore? I don't know. I really always felt
the weird thing is I don't think identity politics is a liberal or
no, it's not. It's
or
not.
conservative.
You're right.
Yeah,
but it seems like one side's playing a little more than the other right now.
Yeah. One side
that's
is,
not fair
but one side's embracing it and one side's denying that they are.
Yes,
but they definitely
100%.
are.
Yeah,
they definitely are.
Actually, white identity politics is on the rise now because
yes.
they're like, well, everybody else is going to play it, so I'm going to fucking play it.
Yeah, which I did ask once. I asked somebody, do you think because you're so into white identity politics,
right,
the embrace of other people's identities, or the embrace of minority identities, the self-embrace, do you think that would have a reciprocal effect on white identity? Whereas, as you were saying, white identity would be like, well, why can't I have my white identity?
Yeah,
right.
But that's actually a really good point. It brings me to something else I was thinking about, is because I actually saw this thing on Facebook during Halloween, and it was a black guy who wore a white face,
right,
and he had a shirt that said privileged,
right,
and it was funny,
yeah,
and some of the comments on there were pointing out the hypocrisy of it, right,
yeah.
But people's responses to that was people just being triggered and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, are you not allowed to view being white and?
So we'll see. What's your stance on that? What do you think?
My stance is.
And I'll tell you mine.
My stance is my first stance is I don't care.
Sure.
I actually think it's funny.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually enjoyed white chicks.
Yeah.
I might be one of the few who did, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
So the first thing is I don't care.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm being triggered just to point out there is a little bit of, I don't want to say hypocrisy, because I do understand that there was a time, there's a reason why it's viewed differently. I do understand that. Yeah. But I do think that it's not helpful to maybe pick sides on this. If you don't want making a face to be a thing.
Yeah.
What's the point of making a white face? I don't see the point of it.
I think it's. So I haven't seen this.
I
don't know the reference, but my initial reaction would be that it is funny and I don't care.
Yeah,
but it's also a good satire and how like it's probably a statement on white people doing blackface, and so it's satire on that, and it's a commentary on that. Right. But it's tongue in cheek intentionally.
Yes,
it's not hypocrisy. It's tongue in cheek satire.
No,
which is different. It's different.
I'm not. The hypocrisy is not the person that's doing it. Because, again, it's funny.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy would be if anybody were to say something like, well, why are you doing whiteface and blackface is so demonized?
Right.
And somebody said, stop being so fucking triggered.
Right.
Like, that was a thing. That was like, I read that on there. People being like, look at all the white people being so triggered.
Right. But that's again, a satirical comment against white people who probably would like have a problem with someone or someone would say someone is getting triggered to blackface.
I don't know if I agree.
The people
who
take offense to that only reciprocally getting offended.
I bet you a lot of people saying that white people are getting triggered would be on the other side saying
no
shouldn't have done blackface.
No. Oh, okay. I'm saying the people who are saying, oh, you can't do that if we can't do blackface. And then people saying that's the people who would want to do blackface. So it's okay for them. It's okay. I think it's okay to go, look, you're being triggered. Because those are the type of people who would use the word triggered against liberals. So so again, it's satire. You're saying, look, you're getting triggered because you're the kind of person who would say to liberals, look, you're getting triggered. So it's again using the same language against the person.
But that's still hypocrisy because if you want to point out the people that are but hold on. If you want to point out the people that are getting triggered by it, and they're saying, well, how come I can't do blackface, and it's satire against them because they want to do blackface. The people that are telling them that they're being triggered would be in the opposite side of that. Yeah, they would also be switched.
Where are we?
We're in the middle. But they would be on the opposite side, right?
No, but
they would be. They would be the one being like, this is fucking disgusting. Why is there blackface? And I get why we don't do blackface.
There's a completely different situation, and so it's just satire.
I just find it unhelpful because you're going to get people that are going to be like, well, what the fuck is it? It's just more demonizing. I get it.
But those people who don't understand it's satire are morons anyway. So unhelpful to who?
Yeah, but then, I mean, do you remember when Sarah Silverman did blackface? Did you ever see that?
I've heard about this, but I don't remember.
Funny.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was kind of funny at the time.
Yeah. But that's there is still clearly use cases for funny blackface.
It's not that the only reason that came up again is because it's a big.
How long ago?
No. It was a while ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's. I don't know if are we at a point where there's no place for blackface in a funny situation? Yeah. At all? You think you can't?
Did you hear about the pumpkins that got pulled for being?
Yeah, but that's a company. That's not a not a comedic.
No, but I mean, could
it's
you
ridiculous.
Imagine a comedian doing blackface right now?
I think there are because there are comedians who could get away with it. I think there's
anybody who could.
I think that's why I love comedy because there's a use case. There's an ability to do it, like Anthony Jeselnik. He says such racist, sexist, horrible things.
That's true.
But he gets away with it because that's why I'm saying that's why I was bringing up satire. It's clearly satirical. It's clearly a joke, and that's the point of jokes. And the point of comedians is to find out how can you make this a joke and how can you get away with it.
Yeah,
that's the difficulty, but that's also the beauty of comedy. So
it's actually a hilarious costume.
Yeah,
it would have been really funny if the guy was dressed up like Trudeau. Like I thought that would have been the greatest thing in the world.
Right. Oh, that would have been good.
It would have been so good.
So I think I think there's probably still is a use case where you can do blackface and get away with it, but it'd be very hard. Yeah. But that's the beauty of it, right? That's the beauty of the comedic act. If you get away with it.
Okay, but do you think that there's?
But it's a very dangerous thing to play with.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the guy who did whiteface was just some average Joe doing whiteface. Right. To do blackface, you have to be there's like probably a very handful of people that might be able to pull that off.
Very handful. I would have said Louis C.K.
Right.
2 years ago. Not today. Not today.
Louis C.K.'s got to do blackface when he comes back.
Because did you see with Ricky Gervais and Jerry Seinfeld and Chris Rock?
Yeah. Saying the N-word?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Where they sat down and they're talking about saying the N-word. And then he was like, the difference between Ricky Gervais and Jerry Seinfeld is that we don't say the N-word.
Right.
And Chris Rock and Louis does in their acts. Right?
Yeah. Do you remember that was a big thing? And they're like, wow, look at this black guy letting these white people say the N-word.
They're calling him Uncle Tom and stuff,
Chris Rock?
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
Come
Absolutely
on.
ridiculous.
But
that's because that's the perspective change on Louis C.K., right? The perspective change. So he was allowed. So that's what I'm saying. There's a use case.
Yeah.
There's certain people who can do it, and there's like an Anthony Jeselnik.
But there's
you
also
have a pass because they understand. Yeah, I don't know if it's over. I'm saying
I don't think Louis C.K. even.
No, Louis C.K. can, but I'm saying someone.
I bet you Ricky Gervais could not say that now.
No, Ricky Gervais doesn't ever. He does not say it. He never would.
I
would.
think he did in that interview though.
No, so there's a specific thing they said. The difference between me and you,
right? Like
Jerry Seinfeld and Ricky, is that we do not say it.
I think they got Ricky to say it. I think that was the whole joke.
No,
so.
There's a joke there, but they don't. No, they don't.
Okay, well, either way, let's just say
it's a great little show though. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
Ricky Gervais seemed a little bit out of his element though. He was like, there's three great comedians and Ricky Gervais,
right?
who's not a not funny guy, but he's not on that level.
Yeah,
he's on that level. From what I know, he got those 3 or 4 people together.
But even if Louis C.K. didn't go through the whole masturbation thing,
sure,
he definitely couldn't say the N-word now, in this time. I couldn't see it.
No, I think so. I think he could have.
Really?
Yeah, that's an interesting question though. But I think he could have. I think.
A white comedian now that you think could say it?
I don't think I can't think of one. I can't think of one. Yeah.
Because I mean, the genius of Louis C.K. is he found ways to, like, his joke about like the guy who made the coffee for him.
Oh, and he said, what's the joke? I don't know. I was thinking of the joke where he says, I hate reporters when they say the N-word. You're just making me say it. You're taking all the responsibility, and I just say it. Yeah, you say it. I don't want to say it.
No, the joke was the only time that he actually just had this impulse to say the N-word is when he went to this coffee shop, and it was like an indie cool coffee shop, and the guy like wanted to make his coffee and made this crazy coffee, and he was like, when he was done, he was like, that made the shit out of my coffee.
Positively.
Though.
Positively.
That's an interesting topic, though. But the whole white liberal thing.
Yeah,
to get back on that, I don't think you could think of a social issue that I'm probably not liberal on. Yeah. I think just where I kind of center is economics.
Right.
Fiscally. Which I still don't even understand.
Yeah, because I think so. I actually had this conversation with someone else that. Shout out Kyler. That people like to say I'm fiscally center right, but socially left. Yeah. And then what they're really saying is I care about the economy. That's all you're saying. Now, if you break it down to issues, what do you think is fiscally right about your views, your economic views?
Markets.
Okay, you're gonna have to elaborate here.
Well, I just
free
think
markets. Free markets is not a left versus right thing.
Well, but it's viewed that way. So I mean, like, if we're going to talk about left versus right, I mean, when I talk conservative economics, that's typically what comes up is
more free markets than less free.
Yeah.
But so that's very vague. So would you?
Well, that's probably because I don't know much about economics.
Yeah. So what do you mean by more free? More free than what? More free than now? Less regulations?
Maybe I'll put it this way.
Because regulations, you would agree, are good.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't want to let in your water.
I'm not like a libertarian or something.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. What do you mean by?
Maybe I'll put it this way. The only thing I listen to conservatives about when they do talk about things, and I don't agree all the time, is their economics.
Sure.
But I've never listened to their social things.
I think it's propaganda. So this is my take. Right economics. Yeah. They believe in business first. But what is good for business is not always good for economics or the economy. Right. There's a difference there. Right. What's good for businesses is not good for the economy all the time.
Yeah, I agree.
For example, say if there's a recession.
Yeah, you were talking about this.
Yeah, so say if there's a recession, a big plan is to lower corporate taxes. Right. And cut funding to public services. Right. So that you can stimulate the economy. No economist has ever thought that's a good thing. Right. But that's a right talking point on the economy. Right. Now, why is the economy and conservatives or Republicans, why are they synonymous? when austerity, which is a right talking point,
Right.
has never been shown to work or shown to be desirable for any economist. It's very strange because they clearly are at.
I don't know if it's that strange because if you
they're
think of
at
right
odds.
economics, like Hitler did really well for his economy.
Right.
No,
Now,
I'm just talking about extremes, but you
no, that's
talk
not
about
extreme.
left.
That's not extreme.
Well, no,
that's kind of doesn't fit into what we generally would think of as left and right.
No, but I think
economics.
But if when you think of left economics, you think of like communism and socialism,
right,
which typically hasn't worked.
So that's a very big. It's very false. Very false.
Well, we can talk about this.
So Stalin, he went from an agrarian society,
right,
not a very strong world power,
right,
in the 1920s. By the 1940s, he was the second strongest power in the world.
Right.
Didn't work. He rapidly industrialized his country, and made one of the strongest economies in the world. That was a world power and took over half the world within 20 years. Went from farmers to the second world power in the world. Didn't work. Wasn't strong. Wasn't a good economy. I think I disagree.
I think if we're gonna talk about this, like I'd rather have somebody who maybe knows, like, I like, because I'm not gonna be able to battle you on that stuff that. But
Mao Zedong did the same thing. Now he went through some horrible food shortages.
Right.
A lot of people died. But did the same thing.
Here's a question then. What do you view conservative economics as? Just business? Because
generally lower corporate taxes.
Okay.
Lower, more flat taxes, less graduated. So generally the lower middle class pays the same as someone making $1 billion a year.
Right.
Less regulations.
Right.
All these things to me are not desirable economically. It's not desirable for someone making billions of dollars to have the same taxes as someone making $30,000 a year. That's not desirable. Is that desirable, you think?
No, but
for an economy.
No, but I think.
So you would agree that it should be
yeah, but
graduated.
I feel like you're gonna run into issues where, like, kind of what's going through Canada right now, where companies are just pulling their stock out of Canada. Like, you're just gonna get, if you're gonna tax them more, they're just gonna pull out and put their shit elsewhere.
Well, they seem to do that no matter what.
Well, no
matter
they'll find ways to hide when you have these weird, like right now when you have all these like loops that you can get through for tax evasions, right? Like Amazon does it. You can get in and out. If you were just like, okay, everybody's going to play the same, flat, you probably get more money out of the companies.
No,
I think so.
No,
you don't think so?
No.
So Amazon, who paid $0, right?
it's already graduated, right? And they got through loopholes and paid $0.
Right. So let's just take away the loophole, and everybody pays 15%.
They're all so the problem with that is, and this is the reason I'm not right on economies. And
what are you right on? Just free speech?
Well, I don't think that's right. So I would say nothing almost.
Oh,
but
okay.
so the inherent problem with less regulations, and capitalism, is that capitalism and democracy and capitalism at the same time.
Yeah.
Capitalism will naturally destroy any means of democracy it can to accrue more money in corporations.
Sure.
Right? That's its goal.
Yeah.
And that's what a goal of a company is. More money for the company.
Yeah.
Right? So it'll get rid of its own regulations.
Mm-hmm.
It'll naturally lobby for less regulations.
Mm-hmm.
So that it can accrue more money, and then it's going to hurt your economy. Naturally. So.
No, but just explain if let's just say, I'm not saying this is a good idea. If you just made everybody pay a flat tax.
Sure.
That's it.
Sure.
You make this amount of money, you pay a flat tax.
Sure.
We would have got more money out of Amazon.
Well, no, because they still could have done some kind of loophole, no?
Well, no,
you mean there's no loopholes? There's nothing.
There's nothing. You just everybody pays 15%.
Right.
And that's it.
Right.
I know it's not something you can do. Everybody pays 15%.
Sure.
No matter what you make, you pay 15%.
Yeah.
It goes to this pool, and we figure out what to do with the pool.
Right. Well, why couldn't they reroute their income or fudge their own books to pay less than 15%?
Well, I guess
they could do lots of stuff. There's no reason to think just because it's 15% they're like, let's pay it now though. Well, no, they're gonna always try and figure out ways to not pay it.
Yeah, but I know. But if you're gonna tell them they're gonna have to pay 40% once they make this much, then they're probably more likely to try to find another way to get through it.
Well, I think in every situation, they're as likely as the last situation. 50% they're as likely because they don't want to pay any of it. They have 100% motive to pay none of it every single time. If it's 1%, they have 100% motive to not pay that 1%.
I don't know if that's true.
There's no difference in motive.
I don't know if it's true. I feel like what they're
Why would that
going
not
to
be
do
true?
is they're going to put their money where they can.
No, because their goal is 0%. Their goal at 50% is the same goal as 100%.
Right.
It's 0%.
Right. So then what you
their motive is
figure out
exact
a way
same.
that they can't get a loophole is basically what you have to do, right?
Well,
Which
then
is
why not do
more
that?
left
Why not do that
economics.
at 40% or 50% or 60%? Right?
But then you're just going to lose them, I think.
Lose in what sense?
Well, they're just going to put stock in other places. They're not going to develop. That's what's happening in Canada.
You don't think they would want to sell to 30 million people?
No. You can sell product here.
Then you get taxed on that revenue.
No.
Yeah. Then you
I
would.
don't know.
Yeah, that's how it works. You sell something.
No,
you sell something in that country, you get taxed on that revenue.
Right, but
yeah,
I don't know.
That's how it works. You get taxed on your revenue.
I think it's a little more complicated than we're trying to make it.
It is, but at the very least, if you sell something in a country, you get taxed on revenue. Now, there's different types of taxes, right? So that's why Ireland is
that's
very
a sales tax, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, your revenue. You get a revenue tax. So like your corporate revenue.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the sales tax the consumer pays.
Right.
You don't. The corporations pay, but
I see.
They get paid on it. They get taxed once a year on the revenue or a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And then you get payroll taxes. There's a variety of taxes corporations have to pay. Right. So there are ways to get around it. Like you have a place in Ireland, which I know a lot of corporations do.
Mm-hmm.
They get offices in Ireland because they have a way lower corporate tax rate.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's way more difficult than either of us understand. But
yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I guess when I say I'm like right, it's because sometimes when they're talking, it makes sense to me. Rather than their social issues, it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way Republicans,
not Republicans,
or conservatives talk about the economy, is like a household,
right?
And they simplify it so that it makes sense to you,
right?
Whereas that's not how it works.
Yeah,
but they simplify it to make sense, but it's not.
I know, but because you jump on the progressive bandwagon like Bernie and stuff like that,
sure,
and everything sounds really nice, and on paper it's like, oh, we'll just do this and do this and this, and we agree that it's probably way more complicated than that, and he'll probably find out.
I don't think it is.
But do you think you're just biased to that? You're just like, well, Bernie said it, so it must be good.
No, I don't think it's biased because if you look at the 50s and 60s, the corporate taxes were very high. Very high.
Yeah.
Starting with FDR, and
I'm not smart enough to call out anything on that.
The highest they've ever been.
Right.
It's one of the most
right.
One of the best times for the U.S. economy that they've ever had.
Right.
Taxes were very high.
Yeah.
Taxes were very high. It's just that they've gone through process of lowering them every single president. Because president, they generally want to say less taxes.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a good promise to tell people.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the U.S. for sure could pay for everything Bernie's saying. I don't think there's any trouble there.
Yeah, they would just have to reroute where they're spending money.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, I agree.
It's ridiculous.
Like the amount they spend on military and whatnot.
Yeah, it's
absurd. But in fairness, when people say shit like that, like it probably costs a lot of money to be like the world's superhero.
I think a lot of people would take offense to the term superhero.
No, well, okay. Well, if there's another world war, everybody's going to hope the U.S. is on their team.
Yeah, but I think everyone knows what teams are which.
No, but I'm just saying everybody would like it's. Listen, I'm not pro U.S. military, but when shit hits the fan, we're definitely all going to look to the U.S. to do something.
Sure, yeah, Canada is definitely
we're not
benefited a lot from that.
Yeah,
because
everybody's
we don't have to
look
spend.
to them to,
we don't have to spend any money on our
something
military.
Would happen, right?
Yeah.
So there is something to that. To be the highest.
Yeah, I agree.
Literally the world police.
Yeah.
I'm not saying for the best.
They don't. They say. I think there's a certain level though. Like you can still roll back 40% and still be by far the strongest military power in the world.
I don't know.
For
sure. You know that though?
Yeah. I mean, if you compare just pure spending, it's like
sure. If
number
you just
two.
Look at that, but there's got to be more to it than we're looking at. Like I don't know.
No, I don't think there is. I think what you're missing is that it's a business. It's a business to siphon.
Yeah, that's probably.
It's a business to siphon taxpayer money.
True. That's true.
And they lobby to get more money, to get more rockets, to get more bombs, to get more guns.
I'll be with you on that.
Because it's a business,
sure.
and you can just go, well, we're just going to cut it down by 40%, and then now your business suffers.
That's the problem.
You can take out insurance, on the hospitals, and then that whole middleman's gone. It's all cheaper.
Oh. No, I agree. Like Bernie's healthcare thing should easily be able to be paid.
Yeah,
for. Just I think companies.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and it's cheaper. It's cheaper on a per tax basis. They pay more tax right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Like on paper, that should work fine.
Yeah, that's actually, you don't even have to pay for that. That's cheaper.
Yeah. No,
so
I agree.
So the only thing you have to pay for then is that he's saying. Yeah. It's not very radical. The only thing he's missing is university, university education.
Right.
K to I think more than that. I think it's preschool to 16.
I think we talked about this before though. What about the advancement of technological advancements and stuff like that?
What do you mean? In
I
what
think
sense?
we talked about like where we talk about like what markets do, having more of a free market.
Yeah. Oh, that's and so if you look at most people who've made technological advancements, it's universities. It's publicly funded.
No, but I don't care about the technology.
Right. I don't know what the
question is. I'm talking about
is.
what you do with the technology. Like, I don't care how the iPhone's made.
Sure.
The iPhone's made by Apple.
Yeah, sure.
They probably don't care how it's actually made, the technology of it.
Yeah.
Right?
What's the question? I don't know what the question is.
Well, do you think that having more free markets and allowing people to go out and do whatever you want and you can, make the life that you want?
Yeah, I don't know what
because we're greedy. We're greedy people. That's what socialism I don't think accounts for. Is
I don't know.
We're naturally greedy.
I don't know if I'm going to argue for socialism.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm more of like a social democrat.
Yeah, I think so. I think
like a middle.
I think it's a catch-22.
Yeah.
Where capitalism serves some purpose. There's some efficiency in capitalism.
Well, for sure.
But I agree with heavy regulation because, like I said, capitalism will naturally try and undo any regulation that exists to make more money.
Free market.
No, and there's certain things that can't be done by the free market.
Yeah, because one thing
I think there's a balancing act. It's a very different.
Capitalism doesn't. I think a society should be built on the welfare of everybody in the society.
Yeah.
Pure capitalism can't do that. So you need to regulate it.
Yeah.
But we're fucking humans. We're greedy. We want to aspire to things, and the easy way to do that is being successful. So you need that.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be more regulations. I think there needs to be higher taxes on the wealthy.
Right.
I think military spending out of control in the U.S. if we're talking about that economy, which I think it's easier to talk about that as an economic power and what to do.
Right.
Because Canada doesn't have quite the economic wealth.
Right.
Or even the people to be a real big player to really think about what how to structure
well, maybe I'm not right on anything then. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying is that a lot of times people like to say I'm fiscally center right or economically center right, but if you break down policy by policy,
but
you're just saying
here maybe this is a better way to say it. Okay, we would say that the right is like free market, libertarian. That's pretty far right.
Yeah.
Left is like socialism.
Yeah.
We center out because we're more like we want some markets. Is that a fair way to put it?
Yeah, but I'd say if you put it that way. Then almost everyone is centered out in some way.
Yeah, I think most people in the world are centered.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Most people are. It's just how much. So it's how much free market and how much regulation.
Show starts in 8 minutes. Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing...
Dude, we're back.
I didn't sit down yet. You're cooking the draw.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We're back.
All right, back.
Technical issue. Just took a little intermission. Anyways, so blackface.
Why we're allowed to do it. But we're not.
Shit. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. I don't want to do blackface. It's racist.
You know what? Okay, I have a lot to pick from.
Okay.
So I don't know. Did you watch the fight?
Which fight?
Masvidal Diaz?
No.
You didn't watch it?
I watched the boxing fight. I watched the highlights of it.
But they didn't overlap.
No, I know, but I wasn't.
They intentionally stopped it. That's how big UFC is, though. Now, they stopped a huge boxing match, delayed it, so that they can do the UFC fight.
Yeah, the Diaz fight though. I saw the highlights of it.
He got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Diaz got beat.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Yeah.
So you don't watch it, so we won't talk about that.
Yeah, we can move on from that.
Hot take. You want to hear a hot take?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Television is a worse medium than movies. That's my hot take.
Like TV shows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Television as a medium is worse than movies. Hot take.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
Hot take.
I don't know if I agree with that.
You know why I think it's worse?
Why?
Because it's set up in a way that stories are not neat and they don't end, or they don't start and end well.
Oh, I see.
So a lot of television shows, they'll either have good first seasons, but no clear ending. Because it's Lost. Lost is a good example.
Yeah.
They don't really know where they're going.
Yeah, because they don't know how long they're going to go for.
They don't know how to go. So that's why it's a worse medium for storytelling than movies. Because they don't know how to end it. Right. Now, it's exciting. It's good for a couple seasons.
Right.
Or you have bad seasons. Dexter, good one. Dexter started really strong. First 2 seasons were amazing. Couple lulls, couple good seasons. Horrible ending. Because they don't know how to end it.
But do you think like the best of it beats out the best movie?
No. No, not
like
a chance.
Breaking Bad?
No.
Like you didn't enjoy the 5 seasons of Breaking Bad?
Didn't say that. Don't go there.
No, but I'm just
didn't
saying.
Say
like,
that.
I'm just saying, or Game of Thrones, if it didn't end so badly, imagine it.
Can't say that either.
No, but
Can't
I can.
If it didn't suck, would it have been good?
No. Okay, well, let's think of a show then. Breaking Bad, for example.
Yeah, Breaking Bad is great.
Yeah.
I'm saying better, not bad.
Right.
I'm saying movies is a better medium. Television is a worse medium. Not a bad medium, a worse medium. That's the take.
Okay. So if you were to get rid of one, you would for sure get rid of
television. 100%.
So you know what you miss out on then?
Television.
Sports, fights.
Oh, that's okay. I wasn't into sports. Actually, I got into fighting when I was 18.
Okay. I'm definitely more into sports than I am into movies.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know if I count as a storytelling medium. Okay. I don't really count sports. Okay. But you wouldn't get rid of sports. You can just go watch them.
Well, no.
You can just go to them.
I guess.
Yeah.
Edmonton?
Yeah.
I guess I can move to New York.
But
no, that's fair. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. Because there's not a clear.
You know what? You know what made me realize that is because endings suck in television. No, it's actually Mad Men. You watch Mad Men?
Watch it. No.
Okay.
I tried getting into it and I was like,
Mad Men I love, but
these guys smoking. And
Mad Men started. So when I watched it in 2010, it made me start drinking scotch and smoking cigarettes because I'm impressionable. I'm an impressionable idiot.
Wearing suits?
Not wearing suits. No, suits are not for me.
Your hair
no.
No? Oh,
no.
Shit.
But Mad Men, it's got a great ending. It's got a great ending.
Oh, it does.
But because the guy who wrote it, wrote it with the end in mind. It's a throwback to Seven Habits.
So then, that's a good point. So then, maybe would you change your opinion if, say, TV shows were written better? They always had to have an ending?
No, because it's the way television is set up as a medium.
Yeah.
They just don't do that because they leave themselves
true.
They leave themselves open.
But Mad Men ended well.
It's not true. It's not true.
So it's possible.
It's possible. It's possible.
Right.
But the way the medium is set up as a medium, it leaves too many good shows with bad endings. So that's why it's overall it's a worse medium. Well, overall, not a bad medium.
Yeah.
Worse medium.
No, I can give you that.
Yeah.
I can give you that.
Because movies are whole. You've thought about the whole picture. There's a finality to the end.
Yeah.
Other than Avengers bullshit.
I've honestly seen one Avengers
really?
movie.
Yeah, not a fan. It's a hot take. Don't like sports.
Yeah,
I don't like sports movies. I don't like.
I like sports movies.
Do you? Yeah, I don't like sports movies. I don't like superhero movies.
I don't get the superhero movies.
It's not that I dislike them either. I don't dislike either of those. I just don't like them that much. I'll watch them from a hungover, but I don't drink. So
yeah, like see, like when the Batman series came out, I was really into it. I like those.
Yeah.
I like it if it's a good movie. I find the superhero movies now, they're just all the fucking same.
Even those though. I don't know.
Really? You didn't like Dark Knight?
I like Dark Knight. I liked the Joker. I'm not sure if I liked the movie, but I liked the Joker.
Oh, I definitely enjoyed the movie.
I remember just not being able to follow it. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
I don't remember what it was.
I enjoyed the movie.
And then I didn't like Bane at all.
I didn't like that movie.
Dark Knight Rises? Is that what it is?
Not a fan.
You know what I didn't like? I didn't like, because first of all, Bane, I know in the comics, I liked comics as a kid, so I loved comics growing up.
I didn't read comics as a kid.
Yeah, I read a lot of comics, but Bane in the comics kills Batman. breaks his back, kills him. That's supposed to be what happens.
Right.
So he does that in the movie, right?
Doesn't
kill him.
Batman doesn't come back in the comic.
I think he goes into it might be butchering this because it's so long ago. I think he goes into a rural. What's the guy's name? Ra's Ghul.
Yeah, Ra's Ghul.
Whatever. What's his?
I don't know.
Ra's al Ghul. I can't say his name. I can't say anything.
Yeah,
but
the guy from.
So he has these pools, like regeneration pools, and I think he eventually goes in one and comes back to life. But I think he gets killed. Yeah. Or crippled. I can't remember.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But what I didn't like in the movie is that he gets fucked up. Right, and then he comes back stronger, and all of a sudden Bane's not that strong, and I'm like, I wasn't convinced by this redemption arc.
Yeah. It did make sense to me that his back was broken, and then he went away, and then he came back.
And then because he climbed a climbing wall. That you know, obviously, if you climb, not that hard of a wall. Didn't look hard.
And actually, funny thing is, if you're just going straight up, it's probably not that hard on your back.
No.
Yeah.
No. And nothing about that climb seemed that hard. There was kind of a jump, like a dino.
Yeah.
Not that hard.
Yeah.
And then like the holds were really juggy and they looked like good holds. It's like, who are these guys who can't get up this?
About that. I was actually, now that you're talking about it, I was very confused about his fucking back being broken.
Yeah.
And then
he gets stronger.
And then
comes back stronger, back broken.
Yeah.
And he didn't really work out that much. He did a couple push-ups in the jail cell and also he's stronger than Bane. I don't know. I'm going to check the camera.
Yeah. I didn't buy the whole Bane story either. Yeah, no, I agree that was probably definitely the worst of the three. But
Bane could have been really cool though.
Yeah, it could have been
but
cool.
But it wasn't.
But I guess just what I meant is that I didn't mind when you just make a quick 3 series thing and
doesn't go on forever.
The superhero ones, like these fucking Marvel ones, everybody loves these fucking Marvels, and they're always like, the DC movies suck, and the DC movies in general suck. But
granted, they do suck.
Personally, but the best, if I go to the ends, I feel like the best superhero movies I've seen were DC Batman movies.
Yeah.
The best ones I've ever seen were definitely DC movies. I don't enjoy
Spider-Man. I like original. I like the originals. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, the first 2.
That's fair.
I really like Venom. And then
Tom Hardy one?
No, I'm just saying Venom as a character because Venom was in. He becomes Black Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Black Spider-Man.
Yeah. Symbiote blackface. Symbiote blackface.
It's not gonna age well.
No. But he becomes super cool. I like.
No, it's cool.
I like the symbiote.
You were into comic books as a kid?
Yeah.
I wasn't. I wanted to be. I wanted to like Aquaman a lot.
That's like sports for me. I wanted to like him, but I didn't.
I couldn't get into comics. I don't know what it was. I wanted to. And I kind of got into Aquaman for a little bit because everybody didn't like him. Oh, there you go.
That's not bad.
And nobody liked him, so I was like, well, I'm
Aquaman. I just realized what you said.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Who likes Aquaman?
Yeah, nobody likes Aquaman.
His powers are he can swim good.
Yeah, okay, but he's the fucking lord of most of the world.
He
talks to fish.
Yeah, but you're like, I'm the lord of fish. If you get in the water, I'll beat you up.
Yeah,
but if you're not in the water, there's absolutely nothing I can do. To be honest, I'm not good at it.
Isn't he strong outside of the water?
I don't know. I don't know how strong he is though.
Okay, but imagine a guy who can control 70% of the world.
If you're in the water.
No,
if you're not in the water, you
don't control anything. But if I could make a fucking a hurricane out of it and fucking destroy the land, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, that's badass. But who wins?
Who knows what the fuck?
Can you make a hurricane?
Huh?
Can you make a hurricane?
Well, I'm just saying if you can control it.
Can he though?
I don't know.
I thought you liked Aquaman. You should know.
No, that's the point. I wanted to.
Oh, but you didn't know enough. You couldn't get into it.
I was just like, this is literally what I did. Okay, you know the nicest people in the fucking world work at comic book stores.
They do.
Oh my god. I went to a comic book store and I said, "Listen, motherfucker." I didn't call him motherfucker, but I said,
"Because you were 6."
I was like, I really want to get into something. Like, show me like a comic book series.
Yeah.
And he like takes me and he was so like, it's like that Louis C.K. joke. He was so excited.
Yeah.
He was like this 40-year-old guy balding. You know he's not getting paid well. He loves what he does though.
Yeah,
right?
loves it. He might have owned the place.
I don't think he owned the place. But anyways, he takes me to show him around and I was like, what about this guy?
Yeah.
And he's like, nobody likes Aquaman. And I said, I'm gonna.
Even we don't like Aquaman.
So I'm gonna like Aquaman. So I bought a couple issues of it.
Yeah. Did you feel bad for Aquaman? So you're like, I'm gonna rep Aquaman.
I just kind of like.
That's my boy.
Yeah. I'm kind of like Kanye in that, where I'm like, fuck white liberals. Well, fuck people who don't like Aquaman.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go the opposite.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I went the opposite. I didn't get into it, but I was excited for the movie to come out.
It didn't work out.
I felt like part of it. Where Aquaman.
Yeah.
That's like my dude.
That's my guy. I don't really know anything about him, but I
don't know.
I like him.
Yeah, I like him. He's cool. He talks to fish. It's kind of cool.
Do you want to hear another hot take?
Yeah, another one. Let's go.
Gay men are the funniest men in the world. Funnest. So not funniest. But they're also funny. But funnest.
Okay.
Funnest men in the world.
They definitely are the best partiers in the world.
Yeah.
I'm going to grant you.
Funnest.
The craziest bar I ever went to were the 2 gay bars that I went to. It was fucking insane.
They're so much fun. And
my God.
You know why I think they're so much fun?
Why?
Because they don't care. They don't care about people's opinions.
Right.
They're very, fuck you, I'll do whatever I want.
Right.
And you know why?
Yeah.
This is my theory. It's a hot take. It's my theory.
Well,
Unfounded theory.
Here we go.
No, because they have
man theory.
Because they have to come out.
Yeah.
So to come out, you have to make a conscious decision. I don't care what people think.
Right.
I am me.
Right.
I'm coming out. I'm gonna just be like, this is me. Do whatever fuck you want. I'm now out and I'm me. And that takes a lot of courage. So if you get through that really tough thing to do,
you don't.
You now don't give a fuck about anything else, and now you're
true.
fun and you're loose and you know.
Yeah.
But it's like you got to go through this very traumatic, hard thing to do.
Do you feel that way about lesbians? Because I don't.
I don't know. I don't know enough. I don't know enough to make a strong decision. I know some lesbians that I really like. Yeah.
No, not that I dislike them.
And a fun. You don't think? Oh yeah. So I would say
as gay men, maybe men just in general are funner.
But here's the thing.
Hot take.
That's a hot take. But
Shut up,
but
man.
here's my counter argument.
What?
Are lesbians not as fun, or you're just a man and you're out of their sphere? Huh? Because gay men want that dick.
That's true.
So
that's true.
They're gonna be really fun around you because
that's true.
Yeah,
that's a good point. That's
so you're
true.
in their sphere.
They
want to be fun around you and be a good time. They want to be your friend.
Yeah. Now
a lesbian, they don't need you. They don't need to be fun. They don't
They're
need
not
to
trying to impress me.
They don't need you.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's maybe why. Another hot take.
Yep.
Do you think being gay is just a sexual orientation or is it a lifestyle?
Is the question, is it genetic or a choice?
Oh no, I know it's.
Isn't that really what you break down?
No, I don't think it's a choice.
What do you mean a sexual orientation or a lifestyle?
Then because you view gays like Pete Buttigieg, where.
Oh, I forgot he was gay.
Yeah. That's the point I'm saying. That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know he's gay unless he was like, yeah, no, I fuck guys.
Yeah.
But then there's people that you're like, well, yeah, they're gay, before they even tell you they're gay. So I just mean.
I don't think it's one or the other though. I think. It's obviously a sexual orientation.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a lifestyle, but it also is.
Right.
But it has to be a sexual orientation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Does it though?
That's the rule, I think.
Well, no, you've done gay things. It's not your lifestyle.
Because it's not a sexual orientation. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not sexually attracted to men.
Well.
Yeah. So it's because it's not a sexual orientation.
Yeah, I thought a lot about that conversation.
Did you?
Yeah,
it was easy to answer.
What I thought a lot about it was when you were like, what are you talking about? We've made out with girls at Oil City. You know how many times we've made out with girls at Oil City?
Yeah.
I thought, that is true.
Yeah.
But I've never made out with a girl where if she asked me to have sex, I would have said no.
Oh, I have.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
But what?
I have.
Because you didn't want to fuck her?
Yeah.
Or because
she wasn't. It was fun to do, but I wasn't attracted to her enough.
You lying son of a bitch right now.
I can't think of an actual exact. No, I can't think of an actual example. But I know I've had the feeling. Like, I guess I'll do this, but I don't really want to.
I've definitely had the feeling
like I'm hesitating and I'm doing to make out, but I'm like I don't really want to.
No, but there's definitely like, oh, why did I do that after? But I don't think I've like if I'm gonna make out with you and then she's like, if we're making out and she's like, hey, I'll go. I don't be like, nah, you know what? I'm just not into it. But you're saying you could do that with guys.
Yeah. I mean, I'm for sure saying I can do it with guys, but I'm just trying to think of a situation where I did it with a girl.
Yeah.
I think I have though, but I can't think of the top of my head.
That's fair.
I've made out with, you gotta think that's got to be over like 300-400 people.
Yeah, but that.
And I'm saying people.
I
didn't say women.
Right. The reason I didn't fuck 400 people is because 99% of them didn't want to. It's not because I was like, they asked me and I said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's been some girls that didn't want to, seal the deal, complete the act.
But why?
Because I wasn't attracted to them.
But you make out with them? See, again, it's so much more intimate. Why do you think hookers don't make out with guys? They'll do everything else, but they don't want to make out.
They don't make out with guys?
Yeah, it's a thing. Like
I didn't know
don't
that.
Make out with guys. Yeah.
Why not?
Because
nice.
it's intimate.
It's nice.
It's intimate.
Sometimes you just want to kiss.
Okay, next hot take. So far,
I'm out of hot takes, but let's see if can I find any hot takes in here, or can I turn any of these that I have into hot takes?
We'll just say them out loud. We'll go run through them. Let's see. Let's get in trouble.
Oh, here's a hot take.
Oh shit.
Global warming.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're rich.
Yeah. That's probably true.
What do you care?
Yeah, what do you care?
You just go move to somewhere that's not
because
that hot, and
exactly.
and you get some AC in your house.
That's right. Well,
what does it matter?
And doesn't it mean like there's going to be areas that are nice now?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
exactly. Like they're just going to move there.
Yeah, it's going to move, 100%. And you still get to get everything, and you have to have AC in your house now.
That's why Republicans are anti-fucking climate change.
That's what's scary too.
Yeah,
that also scares you that it doesn't matter if you're rich, so there's no incentive.
Right.
Now, someone like Bill Gates is a hero because he's trying to solve it still. But
yeah,
it's going to destabilize the world,
right?
For sure.
Yeah.
But if you're rich enough, you can just move somewhere in and you're fine.
Yeah, no. You're 100% right about that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're rich.
Because I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
So our outside is uninhabitable for 6 months out of the year.
Right.
Uninhabitable.
Like we can't live out.
We can't live outside.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that what's going to happen
in
the summers?
Yeah.
What? So you just have to be inside with AC.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
What's the difference? Things can't grow. It's uninhabitable. People die if they're outside for 6 months out of the year.
Yeah, but then...
So now there's because it's not going to happen in Canada. So now like someone like Texas, that's going to happen in their summers.
Right.
So now they'll have a summer like our winter.
Right.
It's uninhabitable for 6 months of the year. You have to be inside and wear AC, and you can't be outside for a long time.
So really 99% of people are going to be fine.
I don't think it's that easy. But you know what I mean?
Most people who live here aren't rich, but they're fine.
What's the worry? Like I think the worry is like I think the worry is like Middle East and poor countries is big, and then you're gonna have a lot of immigration.
Living here, I've been pro like global warming.
Hot take.
I don't care. Like,
hot take.
Yeah, like I'm not anti climate change,
right?
But I'm very much pro global warming.
Yeah, you want this city to get warmer.
Like fucking, I want to be the coast.
Yeah.
Let's be the coast.
It's okay if you can. It would be nice.
Yeah.
If you can figure out a way to manage it.
Yeah.
And because here's the thing. So there's a good argument that Syria,
right,
the destabilization in Syria is actually a result of the first global warming mass migration. Because what happened is
possible.
Well, what happened at first is the farmers, there was droughts and it was so warm, there was droughts and they couldn't the land wasn't arable.
Right.
Is that a word? Arable? The soil wasn't arable? I think that's a word. Sure. Look it up.
We'll find out.
So the farmers couldn't actually make any food.
Right.
So they started mass migrating to cities. Okay. Cities couldn't handle the mass migration, so they had a civil war. A civil war broke out, and then because the civil war broke out, they started mass migrating to Europe, to Canada, to North America.
Yeah.
And you can see how much that destabilized the Western world. Just that one country.
Yep.
Millions of Syrians come over. And then now there's this left-right dichotomy that is super strong because of it kind of was started by this mass migration. Right? Yep. You kind of had to whenever there's a mass migration, you get this surge of racism happening. Right? So you can see
xenophobia and shit like that.
Yeah, and you can see that did happen.
Yeah.
You could see that did happen for one country.
Right.
So now imagine if all the Middle East gets so bad, there's a full Middle Eastern exodus. They all need to come out of the Middle East.
Woo.
Right. So not so easy now.
No, not so easy.
Now it seems much scarier. But then
we're just picking.
Because I think
picking.
Huh?
Well, we're just like, are there places in the world? Nah, I'm not gonna take this take.
Yeah, don't take the take. I see where you're going with that. But I think that's even still that sounds scary.
Yeah.
Because mass migration is an issue.
Yeah.
It's tough to deal with economically.
It's tough to deal
socially.
With socially.
But I think it's something you probably would be fine.
You
countries
can
would probably be fine. You'd figure it out.
Yeah,
so it's still not like, is it the end of the world?
No.
No, like now that land's uninhabitable.
Yeah.
It's a little rough for this mass migration, and you got to figure
yeah.
it out over 10 years. It's tough. But look at like something like World War II. There was mass migration before World War II broke out with Jews, right? There probably was some hysteria. I know before World War I there was mass migration with Italians, the Irish, and a lot of negative press about because they're not real white people, Italians and Irish, right? But obviously now they are. Yeah. So you see how the goalpost moves.
Yeah, Chinese people are white people now.
Well, my theory is in 100 years that everyone is one. There is no.
Probably.
That's my theory, but
hopefully.
Well, hopefully, yeah. It's a general. You're just a human.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it'd be tough for 10 years. You get to get through it, and then it'd be back to normal. Now you all have AC, and everyone moved a little north.
Yeah, I the hysteria, where like the world's gonna end in 15 years. Nah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I buy it.
That's the hot take. Is say everything goes wrong. Is global warming as bad as we really think it is?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it a problem we really should deal with? For sure.
This is it. There's probably a scale.
Yeah.
And this is how bad it can get.
Yeah.
This is probably where it's going to go.
Yeah.
But this is how bad it can get.
Yeah.
We should probably prepare just in case it goes as bad as it can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which, that's the issue we're running into.
No matter even in these situations we're saying not that bad, probably still pretty bad for a bit.
100%.
For a bit.
100%.
Now, could be a horrible take. We have no idea what we're talking about because we don't actually understand the global economic things that could happen, and
which is probably more likely.
We don't really understand the real the total environmental effects.
Yeah.
But another hot take.
Go, hit me.
Animals going away sucks, but does it really matter?
Nope.
Right?
Because there's new ones that are gonna be made.
I don't know if there's new ones.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
But let's say they all go away. Other than other than the ones we eat.
Yeah.
What happens?
Nothing. Well,
right?
That's what I'm saying. This is the thing. This is the thing. I like to pretend I care about
sucks,
things. Like,
but what
I
happens?
care about animals. I do.
Yeah.
Like when I see when like people in like China are hitting dogs with bats and shit, I'm like, oh, that's awful. But I don't care.
Awful. That is awful.
No,
I care.
But
you're not gonna do it.
I
You mean you're not gonna do anything about it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, other than retweet something. You're gonna retweet something.
Yeah, I might be like, that's terrible. Thanks, Ricky Gervais, for showing me
I mean, you should do everything in your power to stop mass extinction of animals from happening. But hot take is, but if it does,
nothing happens.
Nothing really happens.
No,
right?
This is the thing.
Like, it really sucks. It really sucks.
This is the cycle of like.
Yeah.
I
want to make it clear, but I want to make it clear. I would find that a very undesirable state to happen.
Right.
But nothing really would happen.
No, I agree. I don't want to see things die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But what do you think is going to happen? Like, are you going to notice there's no more polar bears? Like, I'm not going to notice there's no more polar bears.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And again, I don't understand ecosystems. What would really happen?
Yeah, like maybe the sun goes out if there's no more polar bears.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
maybe somehow environments collapse and like you can't make.
I heard that about bees.
Yeah, but see, like that's because so the reason I'm saying all this is because in the reality is what I believe in is human ingenuity. I believe we will solve any problem that exists. I 100%
agree.
And so say bees go away, you'd figure out how to pollinate
100%
stuff.
Agree.
You know,
I have this.
It would be an undesirable. Well, let me make it clear.
Yeah.
It is an undesirable state,
yeah,
and I don't want it to happen.
Of course.
But if it did happen,
we figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like 100%. So what I think the moral of everything I've just said, the hot takes, is you can't stress about it happening.
Right.
You should actually. You should.
No, you shouldn't stress.
But you should understand in the case that it does.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You should try and stop it from happening.
Listen.
But in the case that all these things go wrong, I think we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll always figure it out.
Right?
We're always gonna figure it out.
Right? I think so.
Like we're gonna.
If we
need to leave this planet, we're gonna leave the planet.
I think a lot of people are missing human optimism.
Yes.
I'm very optimistic about humans.
This is where we're gonna agree. One thing I really hate about like the super like animal activists and climate activists is a very anti-human. Very anti-people. Not everybody, obviously, but it seems to be a very like we're so shitty and like I know we do shitty things, but it's like we actually do wonderful things.
Yeah, I would say you want to find the shitty people and stamp them out. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Where they exist. For example, people denying climate change, that's a shitty belief.
Yes.
People who want animals to die, shitty belief. Stamp them out where you find them.
Right.
But humans in general, overall, I think good.
Yeah.
I think good. I think this idea of like, oh, we're bacteria and we're ruining the planet.
Yeah, come
and like,
on.
It's like, okay, first of all, the planet doesn't give a shit. Doesn't care. Doesn't know anything.
Like, yeah,
it's
if the
us.
planet blows up, it doesn't care.
You know the only thing that matters?
Yeah.
Humans.
We care. Yes,
Humans are the only thing that matters.
If the planet blows up, nobody's gonna know.
No, I don't.
Except for us.
I don't understand the people who are like, the planet doesn't care.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the planet.
Yeah.
The whole point of worrying about climate change is you're worrying about
Us.
humans.
Yeah, I know. It's
You want humans to survive.
backwards, yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about the planet.
No.
The planet
No.
is a piece of rock that things kind of grow. Whatever.
Yeah, the very
It's humans.
Most people are good people. They just get bad ideas in their head.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this with
Yeah.
religion. Most
Yeah,
people are just good people.
I think-
They just get bad ideas in their head about things. Most people want...
But I think, ironically, I think people like to
Yeah.
look at other people as bad people.
Yeah.
Because they don't think the same way, or like it's a dichotomy. They like to
Right.
put people in black and white categories: good, bad, good, bad, good, bad,
Yeah.
good, bad.
Yeah, yeah.
But most people, I would say, are trying to do the best thing. They're trying to figure out what's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
If,
Even
if
it's the
you're
wrong idea.
if you're a Republican or a conservative,
Yeah.
you think you're not doing it because you're bad, because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a bad person,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
want people to suffer.
Yeah.
You're trying to think of how do I reduce suffering in the best way possible.
Yeah, they just think that's the
they
best
think
way.
that's the best way.
Yeah.
I think they're wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
we
they're wrong.
think they're wrong.
But they're trying to reduce suffering.
Exactly. That's the same thing like we talked about. And again, we're not talking about the ends
No.
of any of these.
It's human-
but like
human
a big one that
optimism.
we talked about is abortion. What it really annoys me. It's like
Mhm.
I get what the pro-lifers saying.
Yeah.
They just think
Yeah.
they don't want to kill babies.
Right. Yeah.
That's not a terrible position.
No,
to
it's not a terrible. It's not a terrible position. I think they're wrong.
I think they're wrong.
But you have to have some so let's go back
They
let's go back to the 7 habits.
Right.
How do you get someone to believe your argument?
Right.
Well, you have to understand theirs.
Exactly.
They're never going to understand yours if you don't
Right.
understand theirs. Their argument is you're killing babies.
Right.
Well, you have to understand that's their argument. That's their only argument.
Yeah, yeah. They're not trying to tell you what to do with your body.
They're just worried you're killing a baby.
Yes, yes.
If you understand that argument, now you can try and diffuse it and say your argument.
Yes.
Right? But you have to understand theirs, and you have to understand where they're coming from.
Yep.
And so that's we got some good optimism here today.
This is really good.
That's how you bridge the gap.
This is why free speech is so important.
Yeah, 'cause
the only way you get good ideas in the world is to know the bad ideas and correct them.
And understand them.
Yeah.
Hear them, understand them.
I need to be able to practice my good ideas, so I need to hear some bad ones.
Not only that, though, but if someone, because bad ideas will always be there.
No. I know.
No matter what you restrict.
Yeah.
Bad ideas just go on the ground.
No, but imagine if you didn't let people.
I know. But so if bad ideas go on the ground,
Right.
that means you have an echo chamber of just the bad ideas.
Right.
They're not in the open. They don't get to be publicly challenged.
Right.
So now now you have an echo chamber of bad ideas.
Right.
That don't get to be
And they martyr
argued.
themselves.
They don't get to be argued.
Yeah.
They don't get to be shot down. But if you put them in the light,
Right.
then they get to be argued.
Like I
They
said.
get to be understood.
Yep. Good ideas will always be bad ideas. And if you just shut down bad ideas, well, what you're actually doing is you're just telling them they're not allowed to speak. You're not actually explaining to them why they have a bad idea.
Yeah.
Or understanding what they're coming from.
Yeah. Or understanding what they're saying.
Understanding what they're saying. You're just saying, don't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? And people think we're getting worse, and I think we're getting better.
Oh man, this is such a good podcast today.
We're getting better.
We're getting better.
We're getting better. We're getting better.
As shit,
less war, more acceptance.
As this has to be the best time in existence.
Yep.
And everybody's so miserable. They think the world is falling apart.
Yeah, and that's really the point. That's really the point of
Yeah.
the climate change stuff. It's like, relax.
Yes.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna figure it out. It's a problem. We're gonna figure it out. We should be on our best. Our best people should be on it.
Yeah.
But I think we can
and
take
I get
a breath.
why we gotta take that fight
For
because our
sure.
best people aren't on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just need to like fucking relax.
Believe in the power of
Yes.
human beings.
Be a nice, set the example. Be a good person, and the good ideas will flourish. They'll fucking always win. It always has.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we're in the best.
Because
Time
you can
of
look
our
at
lives
history. Like,
because
can you believe
it's
it
always been better.
when you think of like World War II?
Yeah.
The Nazis lost.
Yeah.
It seems maybe just because I'm picking examples, right?
Right.
But it seems to me that the good generally wins out. Just be optimistic.
We're definitely winning the war.
You know why because the good is right.
Yeah.
The good is the right thing to do.
That's right.
So people are generally good,
and
that's why the good generally wins out.
Because by the numbers, they'll always have the numbers.
Yeah, because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, that's right. It's the right thing to do. And this whole anti-human thing that's happening, where it's just like, yeah, like you said, we're bacteria. We're fucking ruining everything. It's just like, what the fuck?
No.
The only reason you care is because you're a human being.
We are mind-blowing.
You think that way because you're a human being. Yeah,
we're mind-blowing.
We're going to go to space. We're going to go to Mars. We're going to go to Mars one day.
We did. Well, not people, but...
Well, yeah. That's true.
Which is fucking cool.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Mind-blowing. I watched a movie once, and a guy I've seen on television and in acting, he was on the moon, on Mars. I think it was called The Martian.
Yeah. Great movie, by the way. Yes. Documentary.
Oh yeah, it's a good documentary. I think he
it
made potato poop. Poop potatoes.
That's true. It's insane how people are like overreact on things right now, and like,
yeah,
we're all good.
I think that's a social media thing. It's just like people. It's kind of like terribleness sells.
Yeah.
People want to see, want to fight for something, and they got to see bad so they can fight for it. Well, they can fight for good, but they're still trying to fight for good.
Well, have you heard this? And I kind of maybe buy this a little bit, is the more secular a society gets, the more atheist society gets, the more, if we're naturally want to have something, a purpose, like something, that's why most people in history worshiped some kind of God, that if we're taking God away, people are going to reach for something else. And now we're seeing all these like...
identities.
Identities.
They're reaching for some other identity.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm probably not articulating that well, but
that's
what I'm saying.
You know what? Then you reach for... So that's why I like our conversation right now. Because you should reach for an identity of humanism. Belief in humans. Belief in the power of humans.
Humanism, buddy.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Just believe that. Like, just remember. Even Hitler was just a little boy at some point.
Yeah.
Who just got some fucked up shit. He was just a little 12-year-old at some point.
Yeah.
Everybody's just...
Would have been really cool to talk to him at 12 years old, hey?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have understood anything because I don't know German, but...
but it's just everybody was just a person one day. You know, like, we're so judgmental now.
Yeah.
And we're...
Well, it's good to be judgmental of Hitler.
Yeah, Hitler when he was Hitler, for sure. But I just mean, like, and yeah, obviously...
But could he have been saved when he was 12?
Yeah. Maybe.
No. You ever hear that Norm Macdonald joke?
No.
Where he's like, yeah, everybody says they'd go back in time and kill Hitler.
Oh, I would have raped him?
But I'm worried I would have looked into his steely blue eyes and fallen in love with him. Sucked into his aura.
Yeah. Well,
nobody considers that.
Well, listen, he convinced the whole country to follow
that
shit, right?
You take a look at him and just like,
to think I'm better, to think that, like, if I lived at that time in the distress that the Germans were at the time, that I wouldn't have joined in and fucking been a fucking Nazi at the time.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking asshole do I think I am that I'm better than all those people? Yeah, I know where this is going.
We'll take that.
Let's bleep that whole thing out. Let's timestamp that one.
We'll take
Ty
that.
says he wants to be a Nazi.
Well, so it says here you're up for the promotion here, Tyler, but it says this clip here that you would have been a Nazi. What do you have to say for yourself
that
there?
I was going to judge people. Like, well, if I was there, I would have killed Hitler. I would have fucking did this. No, you wouldn't have. You would have fell in the trap everybody
blue
else
eyes.
did. Yeah, you would have fell in the trap everybody else fucking did.
Yeah.
I'm not better than nobody and fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting. If you would have, you'd like to think you would have, but you don't know.
You probably not.
Yeah, you would like.
I feel like a lot of people did things in that time just so that they like protected their family.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's the hard thing.
I would have fucking enjoyed the Nazis if they threatened my family. Do
you?
I would have probably did that.
Are you scared of death? Does it scare you? Do you think about it?
It used to.
It used to?
Yeah.
What stopped? It still terrifies me. Time and death. The inevitableness.
Yeah. No, it still scares me when I think about it. I just stopped thinking about it. But I used to think about it a lot.
I still think about it a lot. I never stopped.
It's so hard to think, like, at some point, I'm just not going to ever love again, never going to exist again.
Yeah.
And everything's just going to move on without me.
Yeah.
It's not like everybody else gets to stop.
Yeah.
Everything just gets to move on without me, and I stop.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It
sucks.
It's almost not even terrifying. It just seems like a mystery I can't wrap my head around.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like.
I don't know if it seems as scary anymore. So I used to be terrified. I get panic attacks.
I
think I'm dying all the time, and I'm just convinced, and I'm just like it's eating me up, and and I can't handle it. That I'm gonna die one day, and it used to just destroy me for like years when I was in my early 20s.
Right.
I think we knew each other then. But
yeah, before I met you.
But no, it was terrifying. It was terrifying. And then now it's like now it's more, I think, like a conundrum. Like, oh, one day like you said, I'm just not going to exist, and I don't understand how the inevitableness. Like it's not for a long time. It's for a very long time, and I don't even understand the gap in time. But it seems to me that time just passes one day, and then you're dead.
Yeah,
so that seems such a weird thing.
Yeah. It's weird to think that like there's just gonna be a time where I'm not gonna be able to like feel again. Like this idea that people, you know what I hate the most?
What?
When you ask somebody like, you say something like, what if they made pills where you can live an extra 100 years? And people are like, I wouldn't want to live that long.
There's a really good.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Would you live forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, right?
Yeah. This is like, stupid.
What are you talking about?
I wouldn't want to live that long.
What are you talking about? You want to live forever? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah. Why would you want to live forever and be old? Yeah. I don't want to die.
Yeah. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic. I love this.
So
it's only going to get better.
Stupid. Yeah. I hate when people say that.
You know how much drugs you could do? You could live forever.
Listen, you can
do whatever you want.
Live forever? Are you fucking
There's no repercussions.
No, nothing.
Just go
I just
for
get
it.
to live. I get to see everything we get to do.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Why wouldn't I want to do that?
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. You know what it is that people. There's a good YouTube video. I can't remember the channel. It's like Kurzwad, something. It's like his German name.
Oh yeah.
But he's got this because there's a big field right now, longevity and living forever, and it's kind of like this. People think they want to die.
Right.
They think they want death.
Yeah.
And it gives life meaning.
Yeah.
But no.
No, it doesn't.
What is it? What?
No.
Actually, it makes life have no meaning.
I don't think so.
If you die, nothing matters.
Because I get the concept of like, well, if there's an end point, you're gonna want to live the best life you can.
Yeah.
Right.
But why would you want to not live, even if you're gonna live forever?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If I'm gonna live forever, well,
because in my mind, I'm only doing things because I think I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah. I'm doing something to benefit me for tomorrow.
If I'm going to die tomorrow, it doesn't make me want to do stuff today. I'm just like, well, nothing matters.
Exactly. It's a false thought.
Dichotomy,
dichotomy. Because, they're saying like, oh, I'm going to die one day, so I'm doing all these good things. You're not doing these good things because you're going to die one day. You're doing these good things
because they're intrinsically beneficial
tomorrow.
Yeah. It's going to make you feel good tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah, not
like if I'm going to die tomorrow.
Death makes everything mean nothing.
Oh, yeah.
In reality.
Yeah, really.
Nothing means anything.
Yeah. Why do anything?
Because you're just gonna be dead and nothing's gonna matter.
Yeah.
It's actually the opposite, but you do it because
it
makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to do things, to do sweet things.
It
has nothing to do with death.
No.
Death makes me feel like I'm scared because I'm gonna not be able to do sweet things anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like that idea. I don't like not being able to like I said, like laugh.
Yeah.
Cry, have feelings.
It's interesting though, because if you think about it, for 5 billion years, you weren't alive. You were dead.
Yeah.
So you already felt what it was like. But you didn't feel it.
Yeah, but not felt it. But yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can't feel it. But so it's already happened.
If you want to try to imagine what not existing feels like, think before you were born.
Yeah, which was nothing.
But I can't even conceive that.
No, you can't. No, it's possible.
Yeah.
But it's already happened. What
it's like.
It's already happened.
It's already happened.
We just go back to that state.
Yeah, which kind of sucks.
But then there's a part of me that thinks, have you ever seen those GIFs that get bigger but also stay the same size, and it's just like moving through nothing? And it's kind of like,
no.
Let me see if I can find a DMT.
You know what I'm hoping? I want to freeze my body because I think in the future they're gonna fucking wake people back from the dead. And if I like cremate myself, I don't get to come back.
Let me see, like this. You know how it's kind of repeating, or like things get or look like they're getting bigger.
You mean like the ball that goes like this on the TV, really?
No, that has nothing to do with it. I don't know what.
It looks like it's going somewhere, but it's like it's never ending. That's what you're saying.
What's this? Yeah, well, that's not really. It's kind of like you're going into it, but it repeats. But it's It's
you
like
can't tell.
It's like it's like an image that the head's in the image, but it is a head and someone holding the hand.
Yeah.
Like it's like a head, and then it zooms into the hand, but it makes it a head again, and it just repeats.
I know what you're saying.
It's like they're contained. It's
It's a loop.
It's a loop. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that's what I feel like life is.
So
I feel like you'll be live, dead, and then live and dead, and then like, but because no time passes for you when you're dead, you'll just be born again.
Oh, like reincarnation?
Not reincarnation, same body, same life. It'll just happen again.
Oh, it'll just happen all over.
Because since you're dead, time doesn't exist.
Right.
So the universe ends. Universe starts again, and then you're alive again.
Like your own universe?
No. Just the universe itself. It just repeats itself. The universe goes on, exists, and then it starts again.
Oh, okay. You just think it like repeats all the time?
Yeah, you'll just be born again, and then you'll live your life again, and then you'll die, and then it'll happen again.
That's a good way to put it because, like I said, we talked about free will and stuff like that before.
Mm-hmm. It'll just keep happening the same thing.
Yeah, it'll just happen the exact same way it did. Yeah. I'm good with that. Well,
it kind of scares me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
know. And then
know.
you just have it. You'll have to be a kid again, which is cool. You just do this life again.
Yeah, I think I'd be okay with this life. There's some things I don't want to go through again, but
you're gonna have to.
Yeah, like the chick who stalked me. I don't go through that again. But if I get to do it again, instead of just not
so privileged. That's your worst thing.
It was awful, man. No, but
you know what's weird? We actually never talked about it, but we're cutting. We're pretty deep in.
Yeah, we're getting pretty deep.
You got any things to plug these days?
Always Free Fit. Give Free Fit a shout out.
Sure.
Pay how you feel.
Sure.
Personal training. So the client actually decides how much the rate is per session.
Okay.
And they pay that.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
No.
Nothing? Nothing for socialite?
No.
That's
it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Well, ciao.
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap.